Hi, Jamie. Thanks for coming in today. And let me start by saying well done on a really great presentation.
Oh, thank you.
I was actually very impressed with the class overall, and I could see you'd put in a lot of work.
I sure did, but I must say it was surprisingly enjoyable.
That's good. Now, your topic was genetically modified food and the controversies surrounding it on both sides of the political divide.
That's right.
So, how did you come to settle on this topic? Was it because of all the articles about GM food in the papers recently?
I actually felt like the issue has dropped out of the public consciousness lately. I haven't seen an article on it in the mainstream media for a long time. I do remember that my dad used to get so furious reading all about the plans to expand GM crops and imports.
I see.
When I saw that movie by the naturalist, I forget his name, the soil expert, I guess that's when I really got interested, and my presentation just flowed from there.
Yes, I know the one. It won several awards. So, did you know much about GM food prior to your research?
I'd thought I was an expert, but what I realised through my reading for this presentation was that I'd had a really biased attitude. I mean, I was only really aware of one half of the argument. I never read anything by people who were in favour of GM technology. It's obvious now, but I don't think I really understood the different views on the matter.
Yes, that can happen, particularly these days with the way our social media is curated.
How do you mean?
Well, everyone's social media is increasingly personalized. The news stories that appear on your Facebook feed, for instance, tend to reflect the political or social views you hold.
Yeah, I guess you're right. What do we do about that, though? I mean, we can't just disregard everything we see, right? How do we know which stories to trust? Only mainstream media?
It's more a matter of consciousness, I would say. As long as you understand the way modern marketing and media work and their strategies, you can make informed choices about what you read and how far you trust it. Do remember that mainstream media also has its biases.
Of course, that's true.
Now, back to your presentation. I made notes which I'll send through with your final grade, but I'm interested to know how you feel about it. Were there any areas that you were disappointed in? I know you'd been anxious about the technology side of things.
I was. Last time I did a presentation for my history subject, it was a disaster.
How so?
I think I was just way too ambitious with the tech on that occasion. I had moving graphics and audio and video, and in the end, it just distracted from what I really wanted to say.
That certainly wasn't the case this time, though.
No, I think that's what I'm unhappy about. I was so put off by the previous experience that I went for just bare bones this time. It was very rudimentary, really. I wish I'd aimed a bit higher.
Well, that's something to keep in mind for next time.
Yeah, a good lesson, I guess.